Hey, it's Jonathan. The question is, how do you go from a small business off the books to becoming a legal business on the books? And you just do it. You just do it slowly. I mean, over time. Number one, solve your tax stuff. So if you're talking about insurance, how you pay employees, contractor versus payroll, not paying sales tax, not paying federal taxes, dealing in all cash, if that's what you're talking about, I'd start with dealing with the tax stuff. I mean, start at the top. Who's going to destroy you the fastest? Sales tax office and the IRS. So fix that first. And that's as easy as now you're charging sales tax. I realize you may have a few clients that squawk at that, but hey, I mean, if they want a legitimate lawn care company, they're paying tax, period. So just tell them, tell them what you're doing. Be honest with them. Be personable about it. And just say, hey, we got to charge sales tax. Here's why. It's legal. And if some people are going to question it because you never did it, find on the internet where it proves that in your state you've got to charge sales tax for that service. And if they question it, send them the link. It's real simple. Get the sales tax thing right, and then make sure you're paying your taxes. I personally, at our company, we are 100% above board. If we get cash, we're legit about it. I know a lot of people aren't, and they probably think you're crazy, but look, I mean, if you want to grow a big company and you want to ever sell the company, and I personally don't have any desire to sell the company, but my point is if you ever think you might want to, and I think you should build a business from day one as though you were going to sell it. But if you ever want to do any of that stuff, if you're not keeping great books and you got stuff off the books like cash, you're never going to sell it for a good valuation. You're going to lose ridiculous amounts of money because you avoided taxes. I mean, if you want to play the tax game by growing your company and spending all your money before the end of December, and paying financing trucks and equipment and then depreciating it, straight line depreciating that stuff in one given year. That's a whole different video here, but there's things you can do to at least get your tax bill down. But don't avoid paying the taxes. You'll lose sleep at night. You could spend years building this great company, and one day it could all be taken away from you. I mean, just so it's a process. If you're messing up in a bunch of areas, clean up the things that are going to kill you the fastest. That's your taxes. Pay your taxes. Easiest time to start charging sales taxes is now. I mean, in the beginning of the year or mid-year, whenever, just start doing it. And then pay your taxes. So if you don't have QuickBooks or some kind of software program, even if all you do is just write down all your expenses in an Excel spreadsheet, if you're on your own and you use your personal truck for your personal life and your business, then track your mileage that you drive. You get to write your mileage off on your truck. That's going to save you a lot of money on your taxes. Um, if you need insurance, start out small. Get whatever the basic insurance it is that you need. If you are paying all your employees as contractors and you know you'd lose that, you eventually need to solve that. Get a payroll service like ADP or Paychex or somebody of that sort, McBee, any of these companies. They can do your payroll for you. All you got to do is call it in once a week, and they'll cut all your payroll checks for all your employees. And then you're legit in that area. Um, pay your, depending on what state you're in, there's other taxes. So basically, it may be overwhelming to do it all initially, but start by just tracking all your expenses and all your revenue. You can do it in Excel if you need to. Start paying your sales tax, start charging it. If you aren't using software, then you really need to use software to help you with your sales tax. It could be QuickBooks or it could be a software package in the lawn care industry, but something that tracks your sales tax so you don't have to do it on paper. If you get the right software, it'll just tell you exactly what you need to pay. And because sales tax is based on not when you invoice it, but when you actually get paid for it. So the software will handle that for you. And just track everything and then figure out what insurance you need. Just do some searching in Google and add it as you can afford it and increase your rates over time. And I mean, rates meaning the level of insurance, your level of coverage. Convert a few employees to payroll and leave a few on contractor and just keep making that move, cleaning it up. And before you know it, by the end of this year, you'll be legit. And then at some point, register yourself as an LLC. And you can do that at I forgot. I slipped my mind. I know BIS Filing's one. There's another one that I like, but you could search on incorporating or registering your business as an LLC and set up your business as an LLC. It's only going to cost you a few $100, and then you're legit in that area. So hopefully that helps you out. Just don't let it overwhelm you. Start where you are now. Solve the biggest things that could hurt you the most. Fix them, And as you have time throughout this year, just continue to fix them. And by the end of this year or middle of this year, you'll be completely legit. You won't have to worry about stuff. You won't lose sleep over this stuff. You won't worry if one day your business is going to be taken away from you. You won't have to worry if one day you're going to spend all this effort and everything's just going to fall apart. It's worth the peace of mind. So good luck with that.